Warning, this episode deals with suicide. Hello, Worth Workers. Welcome back to the Trust Your Worth podcast, the podcast that helps you tap in to the power of knowing your worth. Last week, we talked about how and can create space for more than one thing to be true at the same time. I hope your work went well this week and you were able to use and to help you live more abundantly. This week, we're talking about happiness and how to cultivate a lifestyle of happiness. As I was reflecting on the topic of happiness, I realized that I forgot that happiness is an emotion. And our emotions come and go. And from what I understand about emotions, they are there to tell us how we're doing. So if I am angry or sad, it means that something in my life is out of balance and my emotions are trying to tell me that. But when I am happy, I like to think of it now as a balance. That when we are able to experience happiness, that we have balance in that moment, our systems are doing okay, and we can just enjoy the balance. That also meant that there are no shortcuts to lasting happiness. So I used to have this belief that you could have shortcuts to happiness, but there were things like, I'm sad. What will make me happy in this moment? I'm gonna go get some hot, fresh fries, make sure they're super salty, and enjoy them fries. Or I, as you know, dearly love to laugh. And when I'm sad, the quickest way for me to feel that emotion is to laugh. So I have this, we'll see if I can get through this, but I have this picture in my phone. I've literally had it for years. It's a drawing of Winnie the Pooh, and he's holding a jar of honey. It's full. It's kind of all over his face, and he is also stung by bees everywhere, and he has the smuggest look on his face, and it makes me laugh every time because the caption is, worth it. And he's just like in this turmoil, and I don't know why it gets me. It makes me laugh every freaking time I see it. I'll post it on my Instagram so you can see the picture. But sometimes when I'm, down or sad, I'll just pull out that picture and have a good laugh at it. I think it's just because he's so smug about it. He's like, hey, but yet he's also injured. It's like the juxtaposition of those two things just get me in the funny bone. What else do I love to do that is a shortcut to happiness for me? I mean, getting my body moving, I think that's a great one. A Reese's peanut butter cup, I just instantly better mood. These are little things, but they create temporary happiness. So I'm happy. I'm enjoying that thing. It was great. But then have I dealt with my problems that are actually causing my sadness? No. So while I do believe there is a place for these little quick ways to feel that happiness emotion, basically what I'm trying to say is that sustainable happiness takes a little bit more effort. So that's what we're talking about today. In order to create a lifestyle of happiness, we have to look at two things. Firstly, what are the ways we might be sabotaging our own happiness? And secondly, what are the things we can do to create, to foster, to grow a lifestyle of happiness? I'll start with the things that we do that are preventing our happiness, and then we'll talk about ways to cultivate it. One of the ways you may be self-sabotaging your happiness is that you have the belief that you do not deserve happiness. Beg pardon? Who told you that you do not deserve happiness? Babes, you deserve happiness. This belief can definitely stem from not trusting your worth, which if you need help with, then go back to episode 1 and 2 of this podcast, because we went through in depth on how we can trust our worth a bit more. So when you recognize that you are worthy, you're going to know that you deserve happiness. And I know there sometimes we just have this belief that we are obligated to put others first, or that it is hard to forgive yourself for past mistakes, so you just believe that you're a monster who doesn't deserve to be happy. False. Listen to your Auntie Brittany and remember me saying that you deserve to be happy. And then begin that healing work you need to do, such as affirmations or learning to trust yourself or making time for yourself, whatever it may be in your life, because your life should be full of happiness. Believe that you deserve to be happy. Another reason we may deflect happiness is the fear of change, and also that it's kind of hard to make changes. So firstly, the fear of change. Not knowing what will happen to us can be so scary. So we may not even want to get out of a bad situation because there is comfort in knowing what I'm going to experience today, and if that changes, I just don't know how I'm going to deal with the unknown. This happened to me, actually many times, but specifically, I'm going to talk about the time when I was in college. I was severely depressed. Severely. It was so bad. I was basically suicidal every day for like a month. I was failing all my classes because I just stopped going. Like, I couldn't really pay my bills, and every day I genuinely woke up sad and angry that I was still alive. I needed help. I wanted to move home, and I knew that this is the answer, but I also did not want to move home because in my mind, it would mean that I had failed miserably at life, that I was a college dropout, basically had no money. I had to move back in with my parents. I just felt like an absolute loser for moving home. But basically the thing that made me swallow my pride was that it was life or death. Like, I knew if I did not get the help, I probably would not be here today. So I made the decision to move home because I genuinely just couldn't do life functions. I needed help, and I needed someone to take care of me for a bit. And I'm so grateful that my parents allowed me to come and get centered again. The fear of failure was keeping me in that situation longer and keeping me from the happiness that came from that decision. Moving home was honestly the best decision I made, because not only did it save my life, but I was able to start anew, to create this new life, to find what it was that I needed to do. And yes, of course, there were hard times, but I'm so grateful that I made that change, because it really did put me on a path to success. And I can say now that I am the happiest, genuinely I can say I'm the happiest I've ever been. And I'm emotional about it because there was a time that I believed that I could never be happy. But I did it. And I'm so grateful that I was able to get through that hard time. But it really did take a huge change. And so sometimes that fear can be overwhelming, but I feel like I needed at the time to let love save me, to let those people who surrounded and supported me save me for that time, to take care of me. We all need help sometimes. So don't let the fear of others or like what they'll think. You just got to do what you need to do to get the help you need, or to create the change that you need in order to have so much more happiness. Because, like, I promise you, it's worth it. It is literally night and day my life now. Like, when I think of that horrible, awful time I was in and how I've been able to heal and to grow and to be so happy. I want everybody to be happy. And I also want to, at this moment, stress the importance of, like, if you are struggling with depression or anxiety, please get the help you need. If you feel like you need professional help, like, go get it, because it saved my life. Like, I believe everybody needs to be in therapy. So just like that plug for therapy or medication, it's not for everybody. It was for me at the time. I'm not on meds anymore because I've been able to manage my depression, and I will probably do another whole episode on this, but basically, yes, change is scary, but change is the only way we can grow. And honestly, change is the only actually constant thing in our lives. We change all the time. We can literally wake up and be whoever we want to be. I hope that you are able to find the lifestyle that you want, and I hope it's full of happiness and it's full of joy, because it should be. Happiness is on the horizon, and it's usually after some changes. Okay, but the second part of this is that sometimes the change can seem so overwhelming, just so big. Like, it's going to take me 1 to 50,000 steps and then I can be happy. No. You can be happy now. Take it one step at a time. If the change seems too overwhelming, we're going to break that down into smaller micro goals and try and find joy in the journey. Sustainable change takes time and discipline. I mean, talk to anyone who has tried to lose weight. They're going to tell you how freaking hard that journey is. I am on the journey. Also, the results are usually all over the place. There are so many setbacks, and yet, if you continue and persist on the journey, you get results. I feel like I hear one of two things when somebody is successful. Either they hated every part of it and would never do it that way again, and specifically I'm talking about weight loss, or they were able to find ways to enjoy the small wins and the victories on the way. And sure, maybe it was a slower process, but they enjoyed the process. Like, for me, I found so much joy in walking. I love morning walks now. Like, I need them in my life. Or in general, I just really found joy in moving my body. And yes, sometimes it's harder for me because I am a bit bigger, but I still really enjoy doing it, and I'm happy. And I create these little areas and moments of happiness. So do not fall into the happiness trap. A happiness trap is putting a limiting belief on happiness, and they usually come in the form of goals. I will be happy when I lose 50 pounds. I will be happy when school ends. College can take 4 to 10 years. Are you just not going to be happy for 4 to 10 years? No, of course not. You're going to be happy along the way. So we have to find ways to be happy as you're going through your goals, and try not to tie your happiness to results, but tie it to your journey. Get rid of the thinking that I will be happy when ... Okay. Another way we may be preventing our happiness is that we are defining happiness in a way that doesn't suit us. So sometimes this version of happiness, we think people who are rich and have a huge house and a fast car and like the most epic job, like those people are happy. That's going to lead me to my greater happiness. It may be difficult to accept that what makes us uniquely happy may not necessarily line up with other people's expectations. So when we're creating a happier life, we have to find out how to live our truth. If you feel unhappy as you're trying to reach a goal that is supposed to bring you more happiness, then you may need to reflect on whether that goal is truly your own or it's just what someone else's idea of happiness is. We have to do the work in finding out what actually looks like a happy life to you. Because as you know, I am not a hiker. I'm not an outdoorsy girl anymore. Some of you may just like happiness to you is I'm in a van, I'm living in the mountains, I wake up and I climb a mountain every day, and that is how someone lives their life. Whereas my happiness is I'm reading great books, I'm snuggling in my bed, I am watching a bunch of movies because I freaking love movies. Like completely different lifestyles, completely different goals, right? Because hiking makes them happy and my homebody life makes me happy. My introverted homebody life happy. So when you're coming up with what is making you happy, the things that make you happy, keep other people out of it and start with just you and find out what's going to make you happy. And that's kind of another thing that like people struggle with. They're like, I don't know what makes me happy. Well, if you don't know, we can find out. Hooray! Okay, we're here. We're on the path to happiness now. We are going to talk about the ways we can cultivate happiness in our lives. So first, we need to stop the limiting beliefs, and you need to believe that you deserve to be happy, because if you don't believe it, you're not going to work towards the goal of happiness. So, like I said, I've done a bunch of episodes on ways we can stop those limiting beliefs. So, go back to episode 1 or 2, and that should help you out with that. Okay. Secondly, you need to do your healing work. Again, it may seem daunting to have to change yourself and accept the responsibility for where you are in your life. Sometimes, yes, a little bit is based on circumstances, but a lot of it is our own choices and what we're doing to ourselves. So, if there is trauma or pain or emotions that are keeping you from living the life you want, then we need to heal from those. And that in itself is going to be a hard and long journey. But we've talked about starting the process. I hope you are reflecting and looking into doing the healing work. If you need professional help to heal from big things, because I for sure am not qualified to help you with that, but I can encourage you to get the help you need in order to heal those traumas that are holding you back from the life you want, that are preventing you from happiness. So once you recognize those things and begin to deal with them, we can be on the path to more happiness. Okay, 2 more things here to cultivate a life of happiness. Next one, please do not compare yourself to others. I read a quote somewhere, I don't know who said it, but comparison is the thief of joy. I am so guilty of this. I look at somebody's life. I'm a big CrossFit fan. I don't do it. I've tried it. I think it's crazy. But the people, the incredible things they can do. Oh my gosh, I'm so jealous of being able to lift like 600 pounds for no reason, like killing it. Their bodies are jacked. Like I would love to have a body that strong. I'm pretty strong, but I'm not that strong. And sometimes, yes, I can compare they've got their life together. Why do I not have my life together? Yeah, just don't do it. Don't do it. There is no timeline to your healing journey. We think, I cannot tell you the amount of times I every day just think, what am I doing with my life? Oh my gosh, I've done nothing. I've done nothing with my life, because I look at other people's lives. They're like in the job they love. They're financially stable. They are, just living their amazing life that they love. They love their life. And I didn't at the time. And obviously there were things I didn't heal from, blah, 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 blah. But also that comparison. No. There's no timeline to your healing. Healing takes time. Just let it take the time it's going to take. There are going to be setbacks in your journey, but you're going to get through them. There is no need to compare. Your life is your life. It is going to be what it is, and their life is their life. Let it be their life. Don't compare. You are not behind. Morgan Freeman was like 52 when he got in his first movie. Vera Wang was like in her 40s when she designed her life. You are not behind. You can change your life at any time. Tina Fey was in her 30s. I am 36 years old, and I genuinely feel like this is the first time in my life I found my calling, my purpose in this podcast. I'm having a blast. I'm living my dream. Sometimes I feel like it took me forever to get here, but like I wouldn't have the knowledge I have. I wouldn't have the wisdom, like the knowledge gained by experience in order to do this. I don't think I'd have the confidence or the tools. I just didn't have the tools. I wasn't ready. It happened when it was supposed to happen. I'm so grateful that it's happening now and I'm doing it. And no timelines. There are no timelines in your healing or in your path to your perceived success. Like, you can find joy now. The last thing to help you cultivate happiness, gratitude is the key to lasting happiness. When you are grateful for the things that you already have, it helps you to recognize, like, hey, I'm further along on this journey than I thought I was. When you realize how much you already have going for you, when you tap into that power, when you really trust your worth of knowing that, like, hey, no, I'm doing okay. I'm doing more than okay. I'm doing a great job at living my awesome, amazing life. The life that you created. So if you feel like you're in a slump, I definitely recommend just write down 5 things that you're grateful for. If you're struggling with gratitude, like, start so small. Like, before, I've talked about this before, but just look around you. I am grateful that I have a phone that works. I'm grateful for my CPAP so I can have a good night's rest. I am grateful. What else? Again, sorry, I'm in my room. I'm grateful for my Funkos. They bring me joy. They're in my room. My collection is huge. Start there. And then you can start to get deeper. I'm so grateful for the move that I made back in 2013 back home, because it started me on the journey of healing and thriving. I am grateful for the magical people in my life who bring me so much joy and happiness, and that I know I have a support system that I could go to for help when I need help, that I really am not alone, that even though I don't have a romantic partner right now, I have a great family group of my family and my friends that I have cultivated and made, and I'm so grateful that they chose me. So yeah, gratitude. Just start with a gratitude journal maybe, or, start small, and it'll just become this habit of gratitude. Okay, for your worth work this week, I want you to do 2 things. Firstly, I want you to come up with your definition of happiness. In order to find that definition, I want you to do this exercise. I want you to draw a line down the middle of a piece of paper, and on the left, you're going to put little things that make you happy. And on the right, you're going to put the big things that make you happy. So when you're looking at how you're defining your happiness, like the life you want to live and the things that are going to bring you the most joy, that's going to go on the right. So on the left are the things like, for me, fries make me happy. Coke Zero, anything with lime in it. Tamarind. Walks outside make me happy. Spending time with my friends, having a great combo with my friends, seeing a great movie. The left side. On the right side are the big things that are going to add to your happiness. So for me right now, that is becoming more healthy. I know for me, I know I need to lose weight because I want to be able to play volleyball and I want to be able to run and not be dying. So make these ones broader, that you're going to have to break down into smaller goals, but for now, make them broad. Or like for me, another one would be being able to make money online so that I can work and travel at the same time, because, home's great, but I want to travel now. That's a goal of mine. So it's big enough So I'm going to have to break that down. Okay, what's step one? Blah, 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 blah. Start trying to find the life that you want, the life that will bring you happiness. So that is the first one. And then the second work item I want you to do is to focus on gratitude this week. To just every day either do 1 to 5 things that you are so grateful for, and just reflect and remember on how you're actually doing a great job living your life. And I'm proud of you for doing that. Okay, I'm so excited for you to do the work this week. I'm going to do it too. I'm excited to cultivate this environment and lifestyle of happiness. I hope it goes so well for you and that the work is helpful. If you want to see that picture of Winnie the Pooh, makes me laugh every time I think about it or see it. You can follow me on Instagram at trust_your_worth. Or you can contact me at trustyourworth.com. I'll probably post a picture there too. But I hope you have such a great week finding and discovering your happiness. If no one has told you today, you deserve to be happy, and don't forget to trust your worth. All right, have a great week. Love you. Bye.